falling asleep at the line, but he still got the inside advantage through the corner. But it's now Milla with an advantage into turn 1, followed by Don Romario's MD cars into first and second place. And Tron's now getting attacked by Atsi.
Ooh, collect again Don Romario. Tron, you should...
They're 3 wide! Oh.
Yeah, I knew this would happen. I knew this was going to happen because Tron didn't have the angle there and still tried to take the inner from Don Romario. But Don Romario didn't give him that space. And now the 3 Mazdas are leading the race.
Yep,
which means that the Mazda is clearly unbalanced. After this initial race situation is Milla and Don. MD Racing leading the race, followed by Atsi. In P4 is Tron Udal, and behind them Kelia, Yorkie and Cricri in a little group of 3. Now Yorkie taking the position over Kelia. Yorkie that needs to catch up Tron in order to attempt the qualification for race B.
Atsi hits the wall, Tron now right on her bumper. That Camaro looks huge compared to everything else out there. those bosses are tiny.
The Camaro, another unbalanced car.
Speaking of the Camaro, it's now right behind Atsi. Tron moves past it, so now Tron's in 3rd place.
Now feels like Don and Milla. Tron takes the position, but Atsi takes the inner now. Atsi has the advantage now in this turn. Let's see now in this. Yes, Atsi takes the position, is now P3. And Yorkie tries to pass Tron, but she's not gonna have enough speed, and Tron will keep P4 for now.
She backs out.
Tron against the wall and collides against Yorkie, who also gets delayed by this move.
Yeah, Yorkie had backed out before the that section of corners to try and give Tron some room, but Tron overcooked it and collected Yorkie with him.
Tron takes the inner now. Tron against that Panzer Tiger.
Oh, here comes the Diablo really fast into turn 1 and gets past, finds the gap. Oh, here comes Tron again.
Try to take now in the inner. Not super clean, but okay, acceptable.
No, he didn't quite give her enough room on exit. Got into the gas a bit too soon.
So right now, Milla and Don are leading very comfortably, from what I can see. They are actually following each other because they know that the smart move here is just reach the finish line. Followed by Atsi representing Apex Angels. And right behind is Yorkie that needs to close the gap in order to qualify for race B, because now she is in P4. Ooh, that turn was not particularly good and gave air to Tron to attempt hunting the position now. But this is not gonna be good. If they start fighting, they will definitely lose the spot for the race B.
Yeah, she entered that corner just a bit too low and it threw her off. But came in with just a little bit too much speed from too far to the right. But she still has the speed here. We've only just completed our 5th lap of 17. A lot of racing left to go.
Atsi in her GTSS debut at this very moment qualified for race B. She needs to keep the position for the rest of the race. And Yorkie is approaching very slowly, but approaching.
Meanwhile, Apollo is just a ways off this pack here. He did actually crash into the wall out of right before turn 3. He got stuck on the wall, came to a near dead stop, so he's got a lot of ground to make up.
Yeah. Complicated for... No, Luis Cricri.
Right, I keep thinking, because Vapalo is cammed in on Cricri, so I see the little pink text.
They are not even the same team anymore, look. Some respect for Atomic Racing Team.
Okay, so.
See that Kelia, after all the situations before is now P6 with some gap that she would need to reduce in order to attempt a fight for P5 or P4. Meanwhile, Atsi is actually closing the gap to the leaders, I believe.
They are.
Same as
Yes.
Yorkie. So the
Yorkie is currently the fastest car on track.
The first four cars are quite close to each other actually. Yorkie that might try her move here. She will be a bit more patient. She knows that she only needs to pass Atsi would be enough for her to qualify for race B. And the cleanest possible the better. Oy, that attempt slow them down a bit. Now the gap between them and Mila and Dong is slightly bigger, not that much. But here we see possibly the most intense fight.
They're coming up on lap traffic.
Oh, about to reach Herve.
Well, they have reached Herve.
Let's see how they solve this situation.
Oh. Not too much of a... doesn't really slow down Mila, but they do go into the wall, those two.
Okay, they survived. Now let's see if Yorkie and Atsi do the same.
Yorkie's got by Atsi, and they gets by Herve just fine. Now it's Atsi and Herve. Okay, Herve hit the wall on exit, so that allowed Atsi to get right by. So aside from Mila and Herve with a small snag into the wall out of the exit before the tunnel, no other incidents with lapping him. Tron's a bit off the pace there. He's all by himself. He's basically going to have to bank on these four messing up.
Ooh, Yorkie against the wall. That gives the chance to Atsi to get very close to her. Let's see what happens in this turn. Atsi goes a bit wide, and that slows both of them down. Now Atsi goes a bit wide, and Yorkie keeps the position. P3 at the moment for Yorkie, who with this result would be qualified for race B. Ooh, a slow zone for both of them.
Yeah. 10
so
laps
no changes.
Completed. 10 laps completed, 7 to go.
7 more laps. 7 laps.
No, sorry, Cree is stopped in the middle of the track.
No. Accident, terrible situation. Cree had some kind of incident and was in the middle of the track. Luckily, it didn't affect any of the leaders.
Jeez, he just rocketed right through that corner there, so he lost his brakes. I hope he's okay. Like, it could be a network issue. He was facing backward and just kind of sitting there for a while. He looks to be back on, back to it though.
Atsi going a bit wide here. Atsi that needs to push a bit more for the last 6 laps. If she wants to qualify for race B, it's very close.
I honestly wonder if the two front runners might be able to pull away if they swap positions, because Mila is making little mistakes, just minor mistakes, but they're compiling. Dawn is right on her tail, just biding his time, just following, but I think that Dawn might be quicker.
Dawn just touched a wall, so he's no longer quicker, because now his problem is Yorkie Barding, who's right behind him. Now it looks like more a position switch between P2 and P3 than Atsi's attempt to reach P3 in the first place. Let's see how, because now these three are very close to each other. Yorkie tries to take the inner, but it doesn't work. No. Dawn will keep the position at least until the next turn.
Watch her make a switchback move here. There you go.
Now Yorkie takes the inner, and now Yorkie is P2. But now Romario takes the position back. Very nice move from Romario. That takes advantage of the little mistake from Yorkie, but Yorkie comes for more. She really wants to take the lead, or at least that second position, which is relevant for sure for the starting grid of race B.
And some people could argue that these three should just keep it together, just keep it calm and collected, and not try and force each other to, not fight for position. But which is, true. All three could move on to the next race very easily at this point. However, the starting position does matter. So if Yorkie could win this race, that's 2 more cars behind her that she may not have to deal with for race B.
Exactly. Very important for Yorkie to try to take the best position possible to increase her chances in race B. But for now, she's finding a very solid Don Romario.
Who, by the way, is up the
Ooh,
inside.
collide between teammates, collision between teammates here. It's gonna be give the chance to Yorkie to pass Don Romario again.
Yorkie officially takes second position from Don Romario, is now making a move on Mila May Marie.
No! What happened there? That move from Mila. No, and collide second to Romario. That gives the chance again to Atsi to catch up. What happened there? This can be an absolute game changer because now both Atsi and Tron are close to both Don and Yorkie. And that could definitely define who qualifies for race B, because now Don Romario, who's in third position, is being harassed very closely by Tron Udall. Tron that at some point was way behind, and honestly I thought he had no longer chances, but now he's back to the fight, and Tron could be the one qualifying if he manages to pass Don Romario.
Here comes Yorkie bumping up the rear bumper of Mila. Makes a move up the inside. Doesn't work.
Not enough. Not enough speed.
While Tron is making a move up the inside of Dawn. That doesn't work either. 2 more laps to go as they come out.
Now again, Tron tries to take the inner. Ooh, touches the slow zone. Ooh, Yorkie through the outside, but now yes, Yorkie takes the lead. Yorkie takes the lead of the race. Ooh,
she's trying to keep her prevent being pushed into the wall again.
Yes, looks like be careful with me. Yorkie now leading the race after some suffering. She's now leading and created a little gap over Mila. So with what this is the last lap actually.
This is the last lap.
Tron is the last lap.
Gone.
Tron takes P3. Don Romario is at the moment out, but Don Romario takes the inner now, and now Don Romario is ahead. Tron is gonna take the position, but no, it's for Don Romario. In the that photo finish almost strong. It was about to pass Don Romario, but Don Romario manages to keep P3 with Mila P2 and Yorkie P1. Tron Udall finishes P4 and will not qualify, but it was a nice final move. Atsi, who also finished quite close to the group.